Welcome to the Sleeping Barber Podcast.
Anyways, marketing moment. You were tasked with finding a case study for us. What did you find?
I found, this is a classic. I think it's a classic. Bubly. Buble.
Buble?
Yeah, the drink.
Michael Buble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Michael Buble on mushrooms. The drink. So I found this in the Advertising Research Foundation. ARF.
ARF.
Yeah.
ARF.
So, I mean, Bubly's been around for 5 years, which
Only?
is surprising. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh.
crazy, right?
Oh, Jesus.
So in 2018 or 2017 or whatever the year was, PepsiCo is the parent company. They're trying to find, they recognize that the sparkling water category was growing. It was growing around 20% a year. It was a $2 billion category in 2018. PepsiCo had no product in that particular area. They knew Croix was a
What's that?
French sounding brand name of sparkling water in cans.
Okay.
They were the established market leader with about 20% market share. It had kind of a sense that it lacked a bit of personality.
Okay.
And so the expected growth of the category over the next 5 years at that time was about 74%. And so they wanted to target the new consumer of the money demo. So Millennials was their target. So they did a bunch of research, like customer interviews, social listening, quant, qual, message testing, Google search trend analysis, different ways to do that. They uncovered that adulting is hard. No surprise there.
Yes.
Millennials dealing with adulting want an everyday sparkling water brand that felt as fun, colorful, and playful as soda.
So okay.
Yep. And then most other brands in the category had very little personality, and Croix was positioned as a kind of fancier product than some of the other competitors in the category. And the name became, and there's lots of conversation they found about how do you pronounce Croix, and so the name became a territory. So the brand, because of the Millennials dealing with adulting, wanted like a fun product.
Okay.
The brand took on this like a persona of being a playful instigator role. And then they focused a lot on distinctive assets like color, media placements, and partnerships that they could have. And that part of the reason how they came up with Buble. And I think that naming of La Croix became an idea for the Buble versus Bubly idea. So they just kind of, it became their own can became fodder for conversation.
That was really creative.
Yeah. So 2019, they launched at the Super Bowl with Michael Buble convincing people how you should pronounce Bubly. Then there was a partnership with Ellen DeGeneres shortly thereafter, and they did a skit with Michael Buble, and it was pretty cool. And then they had snackable moments of video content, GIFs. They started this thing, Bubly versus Buble, and then other brands kind of picked up on it. And then they bought traditional media and placements. The packaging, all that was done really well.
Yeah, it was.
What happened is that they had a 77% increase in brand awareness among category users. Purchase consideration grew by 2 times. In the 2019, so they didn't exist in 2017 for sure. 2018, they kind of started launching the product. 2019 was when they really came out.
Yeah.
They doubled retail sales in 2019.
That's crazy.
They tripled their category share. And in 2019, La Croix reportedly had a 16% drop in their third quarter earnings.
Man, just so quickly.
Yeah.
So quickly.
It's interesting to me when because we've talked about Prime before, energy drink. And it's like one of those trending products that exploded. And then now it seems like it's
you buy it everywhere.
fading. I was asking one of my girls about that, and they're like, no, nobody buys it anymore. There's something else. So it's interesting to me how you have these brands that can be built and sustained versus other ones that can't be. Buble is one of those ones that is like probably here to stay, I would imagine.
I agree. Yeah, I think it has the signals that it is here to stay. It's not like a Prime product that was like, scarce, got sold out, and then now Walmart, I don't know if they're buying dead stock or anything like that, but they have a whole bunch of stock, and it's just, I think it's lost a little bit. Like, I've never had a Prime drink, so I can't even speak to it, but Yeah, it is really. This is a great example. I'm a huge sparkling water, soda water kind of consumer.
Yeah.
I do remember when they broke out on the scene. I think what it was that caught my attention was the whole skits with Buble
Yeah.
changing the cans. I think that's what drew my attention. That actually enticed me to try it. To be honest, because like I have SodaStream at home, and now it's become one of those things that we end up buying once in a while just to change things up, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's become kind of a mainstay in the house here as well.
Yeah, we buy the little jars of syrup.
Oh yeah,
The Buble syrup.
yeah,
The bubbly syrup.
yeah,
Because we have the SodaStream. So
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's interesting seeing how they put the packaging together. And more because we're talking about packaging in the last couple of months. Like I'm like looking at all the variants that you can have, and it's really interesting.
Oh, I agree. Ella would be extremely proud of them.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think so too.